I did have plans today and then they got canceled because I don't know how to explain it to you other than Haruka and Riniko are Haruka and Riniko. There's no other way to describe it other than Haruka and Riniko are Haruka and Riniko. By that I mean, they like made plans and Riniko was like, hey, Haruka, how's Friday? And Haruka, for some reason, in her mind, she didn't go, oh, he means the Friday coming up. Like the next time Friday happens is that Friday. She just thought he meant like a Friday sometime. And I don't know how you can make the assumption that it could just be any Friday, but I also don't know how Haruka thinks. Friday as a concept. So she was busy. So that's not happening. Is she your wife though? Nah. That's the tism. There's surely like, correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I am aware, because I have not been diagnosed, I do not have autism, okay? So people who are more knowledgeable on autism, whether from research or the fact that you have it, are there like different kinds? Like it all like, is it kind of like ADHD a little bit where like it's different for everybody? Oh, there's some cases where autism and ADHD are mixed diagnosed together. I know I have ADHD. I was never diagnosed with it only because I was never tested for it, but my brother was tested for it and he does have it. And I've heard that it would actually be rarer for me to not also have it if my brother has it. And like, I feel like you look at like literally any aspect of my life and you'd be like, yeah, this bitch got ADHD. This bitch got turbo ADHD. I didn't forget I was in a collab the other week. It's more so I walked away during Real Shorts to go to the bathroom. And then while I was up, I was like, oh, I need to throw in that laundry really fast. Oh, I need to clean this really fast. And I did like a chain of 30 things. And then before I knew it, half an hour passed and I missed the end of Real Shorts. So like to look at that, tell me I don't got ADHD. Look at all the signs, tell me I don't got that shit. I got that shit. I wear that shit. I got brand name ADHD. You know how like some brands will like print their name on their clothes? Instead of like the 2000s juicy on the ass, they just put ADHD on either cheek. I got ADHD.
There's a lot of overlap, to the point it used to be impossible to be diagnosed with both BC. They were so similar. The things that seem like the tism can be
I've heard they go hand in hand.
Technically unrelated.
But I think what I've heard is that it's likely to have ADHD without autism, but I've heard that it's actually quite common that if you do have autism that you also have ADHD. It's kind of like the squares and rectangle square thing. Like all rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles, that kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Let's do a quick ADHD check. What's the longest you've spent playing FF14 at once?
I once skipped class for 3 days in a row in college because a new patch came out and I was really excited about making money. I made a lot of gil.
Are there any textures you absolutely can't stand to touch?
I cannot touch blackboards.
Like blackboards or Mr. Clean
My, like,
erasers
even just
or something.
thinking of a chalkboard makes the tips of my fingers go. I can't. Mr. Clean erasers are fine though. When I was a kid, putting jeans on made me have a meltdown every single time. And I've gotten better about that one. I'm okay with jeans now, but I think it's because I got used to them, you know? I got used to them, but also like, I like the way my ass looks in them, you know what I'm saying?
Sis, isn't autistic names all the autism things?
I've never been diagnosed and I don't feel right saying that I have something that I haven't been okay, I say that ADHD is the exception, bitch. I have that. My parents just never got me tested because I was able to get by in school. The only reason they got my brother tested and not me is because he just wasn't doing shit in school. But me, I couldn't pay attention worth a damn, but I would hear enough while not paying attention to be able to like get by, you know? Like I'd be zoned out, but like, I don't know, to me, stuff like that always just like was common sense. School was common sense. With tags and shirts, I was definitely incredibly sensitive about that as a kid, and I would make my mom cut the tags out. Not so much anymore, but I think I've realized that most of the clothing I have now doesn't have the tag on the back of the neck. It's either like, and they're usually on the side or they're printed on the neck, so it doesn't bother me as much. You know something that still bothers me? Wearing layers. I cannot wear layers and be happy. Those two things conflict so much. But you know what especially bothers me with layers? If my bottom layer is shorter than my top layer. The other day, I had an undershirt on that I grabbed the first undershirt I saw in my dresser drawer. And I made the mistake of grabbing my undershirt for when I wear, like baby tees. And if you don't know, baby tees like expose like the bottom part of your stomach. They're not quite crop tops, but they do show a little stomach. So it's one of those ones that is like a little bit shorter so that way it doesn't peek out under the baby tee. But I put on a longer shirt over it, right? And so I had the feeling of my undershirt being shorter than my overshirt all day. And oh my God, it was a sensory nightmare. It was Buff and Shia probably like saw me pull that down like no less than like 20 times that day. Piss me off. 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 I took a test. There's like this one like very reputable test online to see like if you show signs of autism. And the actual test, it said like my result was basically like, you might, but if you do, it's not, you know. But then I took the test that they also had that was like, are you masking? And I was so goddamn far off the charts in terms of, girl, you are masking to hell and back.
The bunch, man.
Oh my God, Froggy straight up laughed. She just burst into laughter because like this thing like looks me in the eyes and be like, how did you not know? So I don't know what that means.
Hearing some of the things you're saying tracks a lot from my autism as well, and I'm diagnosed. Ariella personally glows she gets the autism pass.
I would like to know, but at the same time, I'm scared to know just because like, what if I can't stream for the rest of forever? I don't know. What? I more so mean that like, if this ever ends up not being something I can do as a job because I fall off hard, then I'd have to go back to the workforce. And even if they're not supposed to discriminate, they still discriminate, you know? I'm doing my best.
Being autistic is like one of the prerequisites for being of
That's not true. Look at
Mouse.
Mouse.
Remember that just in one stream, I clocked you masking at least 4 times. 3, the point is that you're a really smart girl. I know you will thrive no matter what Ariella Ravi mystery.
Mouse is literally one of my favorite bits of hers. Whenever we're talking about autism, she goes, I don't have autism. That's one of my favorite Mouse bits, is that she literally goes, I don't have autism, but like really sad. Like really sad.
Apparently, a recent study showed that people with autism have fat asses. I scored a 180 on the RAADSR test. Ariella,
I got a fat ass. Autism is stored in the ass. That would make sense. Froggy's got a fat ass. Haruka's got a fat ass. Oh my God. Oh my God.
If autism is stored in the butt, where the frick is the added stored then?
In the boobs.
The boobs. In totally unrelated news, I have big hunkers Ariella.